Every great city on Earth is fighting something. New York fights its own size. London fights the sea. Los Angeles is fighting something much bigger, the ground itself. This is the story of how it wins. Using real research into earthquakes, water, and energy, this is Los Angeles 500 years from now. Right now, in 2026, scientists are watching one fault line closely. They call the next big quake here the Big One, and it's coming. It could leave millions of people without running water for over a year. By 2100, that fear is already history. Downtown's towers no longer crack, they flex. Every new building bends with the earthquake instead of breaking. Underneath the city, smart sensors feel the shake seconds before it hits. Alarms go off, trains stop, elevators lock, all before the ground even moves. Nobody in LA fears the big one anymore. And the water problem? That's already being solved too. A concrete river that used to flood the city is coming back to life. The LA River now flows clean, right through the middle of downtown. Fish are swimming in it for the first time in over a century. Above ground, the very first freeways are being turned into fast, quiet rail lines. Fewer cars on the road means cleaner air than Angelenos have breathed in generations. Factories now run almost entirely on robots, and that changes everything about cost. Clothes, furniture, even homes are cheaper than they've ever been in history. With machines doing most of the work, people simply don't need to work as much anymore. Most Angelenos now work just 3 days a week, 4 days off. It's Tuesday afternoon, and the Ramirez family is already at the beach. Somewhere else in the city, a completely different shift is just clocking in. The Hollywood sign still stands exactly where it always has. So does the Griffith Observatory, watching over a city that has finally learned to slow down. Los Angeles in 2100 isn't a different city. It's simply not afraid anymore. A century later, the freeways Los Angeles was once famous for are almost gone. In their place, high-speed rail lines and long green parks stretching for miles. Neighborhoods have reorganized into small, walkable hubs, each one almost entirely self-contained. You can reach a store, a school, a park, and a train station, all on foot. Offshore, a chain of solar-powered plants pulls clean, fresh water straight from the ocean. Los Angeles hasn't worried about drought in decades. The LA River now runs the full length of the city, its banks lined with trees and trails. Herons wade through water that used to be a straight concrete flood channel. Santa Monica Pier still stands at the edge of it all, rebuilt to flex with the next big quake. Downtown's towers have grown taller, wrapped in solar panels that generate more power than the city needs. That extra energy gets sent out to smaller towns across the state, for free. Public transit is fast, clean, and, for most people, completely free to ride. On a Saturday afternoon, a plaza near downtown fills with food stalls and street musicians. Robots handle deliveries and cleaning now. People spend their time on the things that actually need a human touch. The economy runs on creativity now. Design, entertainment, science, more than on labor. By 2200, Los Angeles has stopped sprawling outward and started connecting inward. The city didn't get smaller, it just finally got organized. By the 24th century, the hills around Los Angeles look completely different. Terraced gardens and fire-resistant plants now cover slopes that used to burn every few years. Wildfires, once a yearly fear, are now something firefighters train for but almost never see. Every building in the city is designed to flex, absorb, and survive a major earthquake. The big one finally happened, decades ago, and barely anyone noticed. The city's power grid now runs entirely on sun and wind, producing far more than it uses. Extra clean energy flows out to the rest of the country, quietly, every single day. Around the world, that same story is playing out in country after country. As opportunity spreads more evenly across the globe, fewer people need to leave home to find it. Los Angeles, a city built by people who came from everywhere, keeps welcoming a smaller, steadier flow of new arrivals. Not because the door closed, but because fewer people need to walk through it. Every environmental problem this city once faced has, one by one, quietly been solved. 500 years after its founding, Los Angeles has become something entirely its own. The skyline is warm and organic now, terracotta towers that flex gently with the wind and the earth beneath them. Solar-responsive surfaces shift color through the day, echoing the desert light LA has always had. The Hollywood sign is still there, small now, framed by towers that curve around the hillside behind it. Griffith Observatory still looks out over the city, just as it has for 600 years. The LA River runs clear now, from the mountains all the way to the sea. The freeways are long gone, remembered only in old photos and a few stretches kept as parks. People still surf at sunset, still eat tacos at a stand that's been in the same family for centuries. The earthquakes still come. The city barely notices anymore. The droughts still threaten. The city has more water than it will ever need. Los Angeles in 2500 is still, unmistakably, Los Angeles. The sunshine, the energy, the sense that anything is possible, all still exactly where they've always been. It just took 500 years and a few very good ideas to get there. That's Los Angeles, 500 years from now, built on real research into earthquakes, water, and energy. A city that took its biggest fears and quietly turned them into its biggest strengths. Which era would you want to live in? Let me know in the comments. And subscribe. New York, London, Los Angeles, we're just getting started.